we do this every single week at this time after the game on Sunday, and we go to C.J. Stroud's grade, 713-572-4610. YouTube and Twitch, you can jump in on this. C.J. Stroud, 85+% completion percentage. He was 23 of 27, 244 yards, four touchdown passes, no picks, no turnovers, 30 yards rushing, and a quarterback rating of 143.9. And he did it. Again, the last 2 weeks, he has looked like the cat from his first year. 713-572-4610, YouTube and Twitch. What was C.J. Stroud's grade, in your opinion? Clint, as you're a former quarterback in the league in college football, and you've watched this, you've coached quarterbacks, your grade for C.J. Stroud yesterday?
Yeah, I got an A. I mean, really the only reason this was not an A+ is because it's clearly one of the worst defenses in football. I mean, I got to reserve the A+ for C.J. Stroud when it's either a shootout and he just blows the box score up and plays this efficient, or when the opponent is better and he goes out there and plays like this and wins the ball game. So I've got to give myself a little room for the best CJ performance that's possible to up the ante. So I just went with an A. This was an unbelievable game for CJ Stroud. I mean, there was a little bit of everything. 85% completion. It's a new career high, single game high for him. And as I said earlier, he was flirting with 90% until that last drive and the protection broke down back-to-back plays. He was flirting with 90%. So, and it was a convincing 85%. It spread the ball around to all these different targets, 10 different targets, 8 different guys had catches. Again, I mentioned it a couple of times in the first segment, the committing to that death by 1,000 cuts approach for a quarterback that typically wants to sit in there and just aggressive. I think that's who CJ is by nature. The moment we can be aggressive but stay committed to the approach, I think, is absolute money. You look at how he played in the red zone. Yes, there were some throw in the oceans there, which is what you hope you get from Nick Caley, but there were some tight window throws. The back shoulder throw was absolute money. I just think overall C.J. Stroud could not have played better football. I think the commitment to getting the football out, like the mid-range game, the play action to the right, quick glance throw to Nico to the left, a couple of different throws to Dalton Schultz in, I would call it the mid-range game, 10 to 15 yards. It's not like he was going out there and he was just really good in the quick game, right? This game didn't consist of many, if any, screens. So everything was literally a forward pass and everything was literally beyond the line of scrimmage. And he was elite in that mid-range game as well. And once again, when the shots were called and the shots were taken, they were in moments where, yes, they're lower percentage throws because they take longer and you got to throw them further down the field. The further a ball travels in the air, the less likely it is to be caught, right? It's just common sense. The go route to Nico Collins early in the game didn't hit it, but it was effective. Right? I love that shot. The deep shot, play action shot, to Christian Kirk was a throw in the ocean. That was beautiful. There was one more shot somewhere. I don't remember. Oh, the back shoulder to Hutch, which it was a dime. And so, yeah, man, I don't know that CJ could play any better personally. I think the opponent could be better, and he could be forced to do a little bit more and maybe be better and be more aggressive because the game dictates it. But for me, man, this is about an A as an A can get for C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, I'll go full go. I'll go A+. Okay. I get what you're saying from the opponent standpoint. But, I mean, man, 4 tutties. He almost ran another one in. And he used his legs. One time he made the decision to run on a 3rd down and then ran it all the way down and nearly scored on it, but then didn't say, well, hell, man, I'm going to keep doing this. No, he didn't. He chose and was judicial with the amount of times he'd run, which was a good 1 for 30 yards, which is a good average right there. And like we said, man, the special skill that he has of just being able to put the ball where he wants to, we saw that in a big-time way, and that back shoulder throw to Hutch, the timing and everything was fantastic. His other touchdown to Nico Collins in traffic put it right there on the money for him to go get. So I thought he was strong. I'll give you an A+. Text line coming in A-. Someone else a solid A. That's an A+ overall for CJ. That's how CJ will look with great protection. A+, 8 straight drives with points, either 7 or 3. Incredible. No picks or fumbles. He looked great. No, I thought he did. I thought that was 2 games. Really, this game and then the last quarter, the fourth quarter of the Titans game, that looked like the C.J. Stroud in which people were like, "Hey, man, this dude might be able to get up in here with the elite of the elite." That's what we've seen the last couple of times. Ball not even hitting the ground damn near at all. As only 4.
Looked like he was playing 7-on-7, man.
He did, man. He was comfortable and putting it on the money. All right.